Hi, it's Sue Williams here. We've had quite a few inquiries about people having difficulty catching their horses. We have one ourselves, to be honest. And it is a tricky issue. If you are unable to do a lot of groundwork with your horse, in that you don't have a round yard or a small area that you can catch your horse in, and you've only got a paddock, probably the only suggestion, and that's all it is, there may be lots of different ways to do it, and I'm sure there's people smarter than I am that have a solution, but the question was sent to our website, so I'm answering it for you. What we do is use food as a bit of an enticement to start with, and not catch the horse. When you get the food put down, walk away. Let the horse just have the food, stand back, let them eat and walk away. Do that 3 or 4 times a day so that they don't associate food with being caught, because there are horses that as soon as you put your hand on the horse, once they've got food, they'll dive away as well. So you've got to be very mindful of trying to create a situation where the horse doesn't feel like you're the predator and you're going to catch him every time. So like I said, use food as the enticement to start with, but then walk away until they get quite comfortable. You can sit with them while they eat, but it's just a food enticement. Now, the other thing that I'm going to say is if there are other horses in the paddock, quite often it works well if you go to the other horse and don't target the horse you're after and just fuss with the other horses, assuming they're not hard to catch either, and just gradually they'll come up and be a bit curious as to what you've got. You know, you might have a piece of bread or something, but and gradually, and then just pat them and then walk away. So it is a process, and it is going to take a little while to get the horse to the point where he doesn't feel like you're always going to catch him and then ride him. So that's my suggestion, is use food as an enticement. And I know some of you can catch your horses with food, because we do. Okay, we have to take food, we can catch the horse. But the one thing we started to do was not actually catch them every time and then just walk away or sit with them or wait for a little bit and then just go to the other horses, pat them, mess around. Then they come up, and sometimes don't always go to the head. I think a lot of people will get a halter, and as soon as the horse sees the halter, they're gone. So again, try and hide your halter, put over your shoulder, do something, and go to the shoulder rather than the head. And again, you need to know your horse, but quite often if you go straight to the head, it's an indication for them to take off. So look, it's not a be-all and end-all solution. I can't guarantee you it's going to work, but it has worked for us on some horses, the food reward deal. So look, good luck with it for those of you that are trying it. Like I said, don't just get the food and grab the horse, because they'll relate both. Get the food, walk away. Get the food, walk away. In a round yard, it's easier because you can hook them up and you can do a lot of groundwork with that. But even just in a paddock, you're on your own. So if food works, and sometimes there's a trade-off. So, you know, as long as you can catch them eventually with food, then maybe that's what you've got to be happy with. So I hope it helps.